to ArchRivals Football, sponsored by Raz Energy and Steiner Sports. Here is your starting lineup. Number 20, Darnell the Playmaker Sallins. Number 94, Alex the Bearman Kazzaz. Number 69, Ricky the Preslit Winkowicz. And in tribute to our fallen colleague, ArchRivals Football, Ring of Honor member, Alex Fleming. This show is a Pain Train Pipe Bomb production. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Saturday edition of ArchRivals Football Season 3, Week 12. We're at the midway point of the week. We dealt with a lovely 3-game slate on Turkey Day, which we'll definitely get into in the beginning of the show. But first, let us announce the panel for the day. We got the Bearman, Alex Kazzaz. What's doing, Bearman?
I'm living life, brother. I'm already in the Christmas spirit.
Bah humbug to you, too. We got the Playmaker, Darnell Sallins. What's up?
Yo, what's good, everybody? But before we get going, somebody wants to drop in real quick.
Bearman, Ricky, how y'all doing?
What is doing, brother?
I'm still sane. I've got my sanity.
No, you don't.
Now, I had to get on here real quick because I haven't been on in a while. I haven't been listening in a while either because I've been extremely busy. Working 6 days a week, sometimes 7. Driving all over the place. Trying to get this overtime in. And I'm on the verge of trying to buy a house. So
I know that feeling.
Keep up the hard work, brother. Hard work pays off, my friend.
yes, I'm trying. But I'll get there.
As I am, as Darnell, we're all working our asses off, brother.
Yeah. But all that stuff, I want to hear some good stuff. How you doing, Ricky? How you doing, Beer Man? I mean, besides the Cowboys, how you doing?
Oh well, I'm all right. I mean, I just put up one of my Christmas trees. I haven't put up the other one yet, so I'm okay. I'm in the spirit.
The only thing I could say is I am still not recovered from dinner on Thursday. Why? Because there was so much turkey and stuffing that my fat ass has to legit keep picking on it in the fridge every time I walk past it. There is nothing like Turkey Day freaking turkey. Like, there's nothing like it.
I mean, that homemade traditional sauce that's been handed down on my mom's side of the family for generations, that flavor is still stuck in my mouth, but I like it. Homemade food, guys. You know, when it's traditional recipes, man, that is stuff that you really are thankful for when it comes to Thanksgiving food.
I don't think that taste going to ever leave.
It never does because it just happens in my neighborhood right now that we had the family Thanksgiving Thursday. Then we have another one next Saturday. And then another one the Saturday after that. So 3 turkeys in 2 weeks. I'm so good.
Well, I didn't have that much turkey. I don't even think I'm capable of doing that.
Oh, I love turkey. There's nothing like turkey.
I think with me, it's the collard greens and the rice and the macaroni cheese. I think I'm falling off the meats. I think that's what happened to me. At first, I used to love it, but now I just want macaroni cheese, collard greens, and the rice, and a dessert.
Well, I will shout out Matthew Judon, who said that macaroni and cheese, it does not belong at the dinner table for Thanksgiving. And he's on my team, so I have to criticize him for that. The Critical Broncos friend, it's John in the YouTube chat, who is asking, ham or turkey, which one do you guys prefer?
The sport myself wise, I'm going to go with the ham, but the health wise, I'll go with the turkey.
Mr. Braverman has personally messaged me. He says he lost $40 on Ohio State today.
I would have lost that game too if I would have bet it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to even tell you about that because I watched it and I thought the announcing was horrible. But that's besides the point. I think we can get into that on Wednesday's show. Or maybe Monday, because I may be doing something Monday. I'm not sure yet. Maybe pop it on here Monday. All right, let's get to the actual Turkey Day games. I'm not using the sounds today for the throw up. I'll just pronounce the throw up. We had the opening day game at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bears and Lions. Final score: Bears 16, Lions 14. And I second the sentiment to John about the green bean casserole. Guys, this was proverbially the throw-up game of the day. And the Lions now have officially found every way to lose a game.
I'm not going to say I feel bad for them, but a lot of those games, they could easily be like 5-5 right now or 6-5 based off of to the last 2 minutes of the game. Even yesterday, because I lost that game, I'm saying to myself, they got to eventually win one. So I thought Turkey Day would be the one they finally get one, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, that.
So I don't know. It like even when they played my Ravens, the Ravens should have lost that game. And I'm a Ravens fan. That's my squad. But somewhere along the way, the last 2 minutes, they'll have the lead or be tied, but end up losing the game. Because they're not a bad team if you look how the way they play.
Well, it just so happens to be that I've seen multiple games this year. I'd say probably I've seen over the 100. And multiple teams this year apparently have done the same mistake more than once by calling back-to-back timeouts, which gives you a 5-yard penalty and then gives the team a first down. So it's not like they haven't done something teams have done all year. But at the same rate, when you got a team driving like that, I think you guys should be a little bit smarter when you're sending your defense out. And that's what pretty much gave the Bears the game. And also shout out to Andy Dalton, by the way, who I think actually did play a very, very good game on Thursday. Although we all know that once he's healthy, Fields is probably going to be back in the starting lineup. But Andy Dalton probably auditioning for another starting job somewhere.
Probably.
We got Lars is in the chat. John says he doesn't feel bad for the Lions since Campbell called back-to-back timeouts and called a prevent defense inside the 10-yard line when they needed a first. I'm just going to say this again. I think Andy Dalton played a really good game. He managed the offense pretty well. I think he had one mistake throughout the entire game. And the Chicago Bears are now a whole whopping 4-7, where the Lions still 0-10-1. Okay, game 2. I know that there's a sudden outburst getting ready to percolate on the show. So I'll send this down to the Florida crew first, and you guys could give your outsight before I take the headphones off and let the Bear Man yell. That means you, Darnell.
Nah, I'm gonna give this to you. You go first. Yeah, you go.
I'm gonna let Darnell pop this one off.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm going first.
Yes, go first.
Yeah, he said
Oh,
Florida
my
people
God.
first.
Is Ezekiel Elliott hurt? Because I don't like the numbers that I saw for Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, that's 2 games in a row. I think Tony Pollard outsnapped Ezekiel Elliott. What is going on with Zeke? You know, not having Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb showed up. What can I say? And
Well, here is the rumor that I heard that was going around, is that the Cowboys are going to probably bench Zeke for a while.
I heard that too.
Sign recently waived Philip Lindsay to fill out their running back core and let Pollard and Lindsay run the ball a little bit until Zeke can get healthy.
I thought Lindsey went to Miami.
Nope, Lindsay is still a free agent.
No, he was claimed off waivers 3 days ago.
Yeah, what about Miami?
Yeah, the article it came out yesterday. So I don't know how anything of that is going to flourish or not, unless the Cowboys also put in a waiver claim for him.
Hold on, because I sworn I seen something come on saying Phil Lindsay was playing by the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, but it usually isn't. If two teams could put in a claim for a player, it doesn't necessarily mean he goes there, correct?
No, it's only Miami. Miami claimed him.
He's a small fullback at this point.
Yeah.
Mr. Waldman, who is part of our arch rivals team, said sign the water boy to replace Dak Prescott.
Ricky, go ahead and go. So Bear McKee.
I don't have anything to really say about this. I really, really don't. A lot of people did put stake in the Cowboys, no matter what their starting lineup was going to be on Sunday. And yes, they did fight back, but the Raiders did prove to be somewhat decently a good road team on Thursday. So, Bearman, we've warmed up the table for you.
But before Bearman goes, I want to thank the Raiders because I got a lot of fantasy points off the Raiders.
So, Bearman, the floor and the spotlight is now yours.
Hold on, I think my brother wanted to say something.
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal. Let him go.
All right, here comes the pain.
No, it wasn't.
You know what? To hell with this. To hell with the bullshit and the fact that when I point out the shit going on with the Cowboys when it comes to the problems they have, members of Cowboys Nation apparently get mad because they just can't handle the fact that I'm just telling the truth. Like I said last week, a guy called me ignorant, and just 2 days ago, this other guy says that I sounded just like Tucker Carlson on my last recap. And I'm not gonna. Since we don't do politics, I'm sure everybody knows who Tucker Carlson is, but keep the politics shit away. All right. You know what? To hell with it. I think the Cowboys aren't winning. I'm gonna say it now. I ain't gonna wait till next week. The NFC East will not be won by the Cowboys. I'm not buying that right now.
Are you giving it to Philly?
I'm not giving it to anybody. I'm just gonna sit there and see who wants it so bad.
Okay.
But we can blame the refs all we want, but that roughing the passer on Micah Parsons was a load of crap. Waller did in fact fumble the ball, but despite the fact that the referees were in fact calling bullshit calls, we still could have won the game. Now the pass interferences on Anthony Brown, all 4 of them, unfortunately they were correct. Anthony Brown did in fact interfere. The fourth one is obviously arguable, but to me it doesn't matter what I think. The bottom line is it should have come down to that moment anyway. The Cowboys should have been on top by 14 points in reality already.
So how does it?
No, I'm not. Hold on. I'm not finished, bro. This rant is only just gotten started.
I was gonna throw a question in there.
This is where the hate even comes more because I point out Dak Prescott struggles is inconsistent, and that's what pisses off the fans more than anything. What is it that you want me to say, huh? That Dak Prescott just has another bad day? Seriously, is he gonna have a bad day every week?
He did. He was missing 2 receivers.
Still, okay. Cedric Wilson, Noah Brown, Michael Gallup, they are all respectable receivers. They still could have played well. The problem is it's inconsistency because he overthrows or underthrows, but when the receivers can't catch the ball, that's on them. So that's what I say. There's inconsistency on the passing game. Here's the problem. No offensive. The offensive line right now, if Tony Pollard were to start and Tony Pollard would have like a 150-yard game, maybe it's not the offensive line after all. Maybe it's the fact that Zeke Elliott is just a terrible player. But right now, as it stands, because I don't know that, the offensive line is horrible. The running game is practically dead. The passing game is inconsistent. We can't stop committing stupid penalties. And the play calling on the offense remains to be questionable. And there's bad decisions being made by the head coach, Mike McCarthy. Of course, there's the injuries. So how can I have faith in the Cowboys moving forward with all this shit going on? I still like the Cowboys. I still plan to watch, but how could they still win the NFC East? To be as realistic. And speaking of that, Mr. Mark Braverman is telling me, and he did this in the most professional way. He says I'm overreacting. Maybe I am. Okay, we'll see at the end of the season.
Mark having his own problems right about now.
I think you overreacted just a tad because it's simple fact. When I went into that game, when I was picking, I hesitated on this game. I didn't know who to pick at first because I looked at it and like they're almost identical to each other. They're for different reasons, but identical. Because you got to think about it. That John Gruden situation with the Raiders, okay? And then the other dude, he killed somebody, right?
Henry Ruggs.
He killed somebody. And then you got another player doing
cornerback.
He's doing something. And then you got the Amari Cooper situation. Got the CeeDee Lamb concussion. It was like a mirror. That's why the game was so close. I thought it came down to bad coaching at the end of the day. And based off that, I'm not going to count the Cowboys out, okay? Because they in the NFC East. Mm-hmm. Philadelphia look good sometimes they look bad. Washington, same thing with them. They look good, sometimes they look bad. And I'm not even saying nothing about the New York Giants because they just straight pathetic right now. So I still think that the Cowboys 9 times out of 10 is going to win this division.
So
I want to praise. Well, I want to praise you because I'm actually see. It's very rare that even though you disagree with me, it's amazing that you were able to say this very professional. So thank you so much because I saw that these Cowboy fans really said a lot of hateful shit, which I don't care. I mean, you can call
I'm not a Cowboy fan at all.
Yeah, there you go. And I should point out you're a Ravens fan, right?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, maybe I am overreacting. I mean, sometimes when there's all this stuff going on that you there's expect the unexpected. Maybe I am overreacting, but the problem is, it remains to be seen if I was or not. I mean, at least completely overreacting. Maybe I am a little bit, but.
And I think Zeke is hurt. I think Zeke Elliott is injured.
I think Zeke should be deactivated for a couple weeks.
I think he's actually injured, and nobody's saying nothing.
Well, I mean, even Zeke is insisting that even though his knee has been bothering him, he's insistent on playing through. Look, I salute that. Yeah, you're courageous for playing through an injury. But look, if you are hurt and you're running, I mean, the fact is, running backs, all the weight load they go through, their body goes through playing this game. If you have a bad knee, just admit it and take the time off if you can't play. If the fans have a problem with it, the fact is they don't know football. Okay, they don't know the risk of you running around, being hit with an injured knee. So I would say, as a precaution, rest Zeke for probably 2-3 weeks. Give the ball to Tony Pollard. Let's give Tony Pollard a chance. I think because right now Tony Pollard is getting held back. He has been getting held back, if you ask me. Tony Pollard had that kickoff return. We saw that speed. That meant something.
My question is this: what do y'all do with Anthony Brown? Because he had just 1, not 2, but 4 defensive pass interference. And that's why Derek Carr kept coming at him.
As much as I hate to say, the calls were correct. As much as I hate to say it, Anthony Brown did in fact interfere.
So now what do you do with him?
The fourth one, obviously, huh? What do we do with him?
Do you bench him? What do you do?
You don't start him. He practices hard this coming week, but he has to understand you need to improve. I would say don't start him. I mean, Kelvin Joseph is probably going to be suspended from that brawl. And Nashawn Wright, I'm not sure, but that's up to Mike McCarthy. But for Anthony Brown, what to do with him is you got to tell him, Anthony, there's things you need to work on. And we're gonna get that taken care of. So Anthony Brown, what he needs to do is understand that we did wrong and commit himself to righting the wrongs. If he does that, he's going to be okay.
All right, we can move on to this game that wasn't even worth watching.
But there's one more thing I'm going to say. If the Cowboys do win the NFC East, Darnell, you can pull off a rant. I'm giving a carte blanche to both of you. Ricky, you can pull a Jim Cornette-like promo on me. Darnell, you could pull a Stephen A. Smith rant on me if the Cowboys win the NFC East, because right now I'm sticking my guns. The Cowboys aren't winning it.
All right, so we have comments. That's why Zeke is saying it's no big deal since they'll replace him in a heartbeat. If Zeke is out, he is going to be replaced by Pollard, obviously. We also have a comment that says, I wish the Cowboys would start Kelvin Joseph over Brown, in my honest opinion.
I mean, to critical Broncos fan, that's what I'd like to, but we don't know if Kelvin Joseph is going to be suspended or not against the Saints because he was involved in he was involved in that brawl.
I see it as a fine, and they move on. Okay.
Well, let me see. Let me double check if there's been an update on that, if I may. May I?
Sure. Go ahead. In the meantime, we are going to move on to the Make Pretend Thursday night game because apparently they didn't want to cover it the same way they do Thursday night football normally.
Nothing so far.
Buffalo went down to the Big Easy. Final score, Bills 31, Saints 6. had to be a must-win game for the Buffalo Bills because there's this team, that plays up in Foxborough, Massachusetts, that's on their tail currently right now.
You're giving this game way too much time.
Well, I have to give it some play, because we do have some Bills fans that watch us, like Jamal Edwards.
Everything you finna say, you could say that when we get to the Patriots game.
Which is not up on the dock until like the 5th game of the week, so we don't have to worry about that.
Critical Broncos fan, Saints fans shouldn't have to worry about this game.
This game should take no more than 2 minutes. That's it.
Well,
all of us picked Buffalo. We all knew what was going to happen when this game got kicked off, and exactly what happened.
But at the same rate, though, Buffalo was heavily favored to come into the game, and they had some issues until the second half. They were pretty stale the first half. So let's not say that this should have been like a cheese game to not talk about, because Josh Allen looked extremely sluggish in the first half. It looks like
he threw his pick. Yeah, he threw his pick.
He threw 2 picks, and they were embarrassing because the offensive line for the Buffalo Bills couldn't stop a cold.
No, because they knew he was going to Stephon Diggs, so they jumped it.
Listen, Buffalo does not. This may be one of the get right games to just stay ahead in the division, but Buffalo did not look extremely sound in this game. The score is misleading. Period.
Let me say this: the Saints' defense is not bad. We know the Saints got a good defense. It's the offense that's the problem. They don't have no.
That probably
weapons.
Won't be a problem next week because Kamara and Ingram are very likely to be back, aren't they?
You still got Trevor Siemian as your quarterback.
Trevor Siemian destroyed the Cowboys 4 years ago. I mean, even though I don't know if that's irrelevant, but he's done it before. He might do it again.
But see, that right there, he wasn't part of the Saints organization. That's number one. Number two, he was in Denver. Okay, so it is a big difference when you come out of that because people think that players when they go from one place to another, they're gonna be the same players. That's not always the case. New area, new system. So sometimes you can play good one place, but look completely terrible in another place. So you can't necessarily say that.
I mean, he is
say that
this year, right?
Say that for Tuesday.
And then too, you never know. What I realized this season, you don't know what team's gonna show up at this point because seeing the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Bills, that's something. Seeing Washington beat Tampa the way they did, they something. You don't know from week to week.
You might as well throw Houston and Tennessee in now.
And Tennessee is another one. The Falcons for damn sure is one because when they play the Saints, like they life on the line, and then after that they just look completely horrible. You should know that because what Dallas did to them. So
what New England did to them.
What New England did to them. That was another one. So I can't even. This year has been a very tough year. Dude, if it ain't injury, then people not want to get vaccinated. People who catching COVID. It's just a whole lot of stuff going on because Arizona started great. Now they starting to debacle a little bit. So you don't know who's going to show up any given Sunday. And this is a true statement.
In December, expect the unexpected, right?
We've been saying those 3 letters all fucking season so far.
Don't trust anybody.
Don't trust anybody.
You can't trust anyone whatsoever. You can't even trust the ball boys and the water people. We don't know if they're
Atlanta.
We don't know if they're
every time
sniffing
they play
anything in
New
there either.
England, something always bad happens to Atlanta, right, Ricky? Every time New England plays Atlanta, New England always has a trick up their sleeve.
John, we have to give him an excuse because he's not normally live on the air like that. So we give him the pass for saying the C and the V and all of those other things. We give him the pass. Okay, he's famous.
All right, let's get to Sunday.
Okay, first game on the slate. This one here really should be on TV, and I don't care if the Giants and the Eagles are playing. Tampa Bay at the Colts on Sunday, 1 o'clock. Again, this game should be on Fox.
So you want to come out the gate hot, huh?
Yes, I'm coming out the game hot.
Well, that's Ricky for you. Ricky's always on a serious mode, right, Rick?
Oh yeah, this is gonna be the week where the metal hits the road, so to speak, because. I will say there are some good games this week, and then there's those ones that just really belong in the shitter. Okay? Like game 2 that's coming up next. But we do have Tampa coming off of a bounce-back win, so they're not on a big streak anymore. And the Colts with a coming off a very big win last weekend against the Buffalo Bills. This game here should be a dandy.
Mm.
Bearman, I'm going to start with you first, then I'll throw you guys the numbers.
Mm.
Tampa versus Indianapolis, right?
Yes. Tampa only
What?
a 3-point favorite on the road.
Well, it's no surprise because Indianapolis has been pretty good as of late, have they not?
Yes, they have. Mind you, they started off the season 1-3.
Mm-hmm. 1-3, another 6-5. So that's 5 and I think that's 5-2 since then, if my math is correct.
Yes.
And that's respectable. And looking at Tampa now, Tampa is 7-3, and Tampa's coming off a big win. Well, should I say big win? It was against the Giants, so no big win. But almost 2 weeks ago, Tampa did lose to Washington in our nation's capital. They had lost 2 straight games, but so the last 3 games, there's something to watch out for. So Tampa really needs to. This is a must-win for Tampa, if you ask me. I mean, you beat the Giants, but that's because it was the Giants. But then you lost to Washington. Then you lost to New Orleans. The previous 2 weeks. So Tampa really wants to prove a point in this game.
It sounds like he's leaning Tampa.
Well, I don't know. Well, it might sound like it, but you have to understand what I'm saying is because of how the last 3 games have gone. Tampa wants to prove a point that they can, that they are, still the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, I'll pick Tampa, but I don't want to count out the Colts. I wouldn't you can't count them out. That's the situation in my case.
All right, so usually I play this game with Ricky, and I'm gonna play it with my brother. Bro,
Oh, this will be interesting.
quarterback. You got Tom Brady and you got Carson Wentz.
What's the game?
Who you like better?
Of course, it's gonna be Tom Brady because he's more relevant. But you just said that from a quarterback standpoint.
Yeah, this is what me and Ricky do. Running backs. You got Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones. On
Taylor. That's no brainer.
All right, so
Based off this season, Taylor.
So we 1-1. Wide receivers: Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. You got Pittman Jr. You got T.Y. Hilton, and you got Pascal for the Colts.
See, that's almost even right there because it's in fact, it's no AB. And Mike Evans, he up sometimes, he down sometimes. Just like the folks over there with Indy. They up sometimes, down sometimes. It's just who's gonna show up. I can't answer that question.
All right, so
but I would say this: if I had to pick, I'm gonna go with the Tampa receivers because it's in fact Tom Brady throwing the ball.
Okay. Defense.
This is gonna be a slugfest. I just put I got a feeling this is gonna be a very close game. I don't.
That's why
I don't know. I don't know.
The Colts.
I'm not counting on the Colts either. I'm not. Based off what I've seen with Tampa this year and what I've seen from the Colts lately, and they in Indy. So,
all right, which head coach would you prefer?
Oh, Bruce Arians.
Bruce Arians.
Bruce Arians.
So the slight edge is towards Tampa.
It's in fact Bruce Arians been over there, and he's with Tom Brady. That's why I was pick him. So he knows both organizations.
Okay. It's interesting how this Tennessee's still leading the AFC South. I believe the Colts are outside the wild card right now. Still, Tampa.
Give me a second. I'll look that up.
Tampa is leading the NFC South. I believe they're going to win it because I don't think the Saints going to catch them. But they fighting for that number 1 seed because neither the Rams. We don't know what my Rams going to do. We don't know what Green Bay going to do. The only team you really have to worry about all of them, but the one team who's keeping a hold on that number 1 seed is the Arizona Cardinals, and they're doing it with backups, which is amazing.
Yes, if the playoffs started today, the Colts would be out of the playoffs.
The Colts would be out of it if the playoffs started today. They say you don't bet against Tom Brady, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to bet against Tom Brady.
That just makes it a little too simple. Boy. Yeah, I agree with John. I don't trust I don't trust the Buccaneers secondary either way. That secondary has been beat up all year. They give up a shitload of points.
You know how that statement came about? And see, it's easy to say. It's easy to say it when he was playing with the Patriots because back then the Bills, the Jets, or the Dolphins weren't worth crap. So it's easy to say that then. Now, see, if he would have came to the NFC about 5 years ago, it would have been a different story, okay? Because he didn't really have no quarterbacks that was a threat in the AFC East.
I mean,
let's kind of put it in this perspective here, okay? The Colts have to win almost every game this year to be a relevant playoff team. Plain and simple. If Tampa actually does lose this game, they could afford to lose it because they're still going to be the division leader. There ain't nobody close enough to them to win that division. Let's be honest. Carolina's going to have to go on a real run, so Tampa probably can afford to lose this game. Because regardless or not, they're going to have home field advantage for at least maybe the first 2 rounds of the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be honest with that. This is going to be, again, like almost every game for the Colts has got to be a must-win. Because even if, let's say, Tennessee loses tomorrow and the Colts win tomorrow and they're still technically tied for first place, the Titans have the tiebreaker because they won both season matchups. So, again, this is going to be more of a make or break for Indy than anything else.
100%.
but would they do it is the question. That's the question.
I think they can do it. I honestly think the Colts can win this game. I think I might lean towards them too.
It's believe it or not, the matchup that we have to look at right now is not anything really close to doing the comparisons of who's got better weapons on either side of the ball. It's going to be the Tampa front 4 versus the offensive line for the Indianapolis Colts. The battle of the trenches is going to do it. Because if Indy cannot run the ball, the Colts are in trouble.
Right.
And the Bucs are good at stopping the run.
That's where a lot of and I'll even say this, fantasy owners, buyer beware on this game. Tampa's defense versus the rushing attack of the Colts. That's where you have to draw the line. If you feel that Tampa's front 4 is stronger than the Colts' offensive line, then that's the direction you got to go in. That's the way I got to tell it.
What we got next? Because Ricky don't make picks no more.
I can't make picks on the air anymore. Sorry.
Who came up with that rule?
People made $15,000 off of me last weekend. I'm not doing it anymore. They can all kiss my ass. Okay. I'll preferably just say throw up. Throw up a lot.
You don't got your soundbite ready?
No. I decided to go without them today. I have to shorten them a little bit. There
you go.
The 2-8 Jets at the 2-8 Texans. The battle of the shit bowl, in my opinion. Yes, John put the throw up.
You know what?
In the thing
you know what? Alex, just pick.
Hold on, give me a quarter. That's how I'm gonna pick.
Yeah, flip a coin.
You know, the fact that you did this now I really feel like
I was just playing. I got plenty of change.
Oh,
There you go.
the Houston.
I'm picking Houston.
You see, you know what? I'm not gonna think about it. I'm gonna get sick for God's sake.
Just pick. Just pick a team.
You just made me swallow my own barf, dude.
Just pick a team. You got to pick it anyway.
He swallowed his own barf.
I just did. I said Houston.
All right, he's going to Houston. No worry, Ricky got to make a pick, but he's going to be off air.
By the way, the general consensus is that the Texans are a 3-point favorite at home.
I'm going Houston. Next game.
Okay. We have probably shit bowl number 2. Philly at the Giants. Eagles 5-6. The Giants are 3-7.
Ooh.
This again, another potential trap game. Road team favored by 4. Philly favored by 4 on the road.
Ricky, what's the move up there when it comes to the Giants?
Kill Joe Judge and have the whole organization flipped out again.
And Philly trying to make a run towards Dallas.
Just remember what the Philadelphia Eagles did to the Giants last year. Just remember that. They potentially legit dropped a game so the Giants couldn't make the playoffs. The Giants.
so they're gonna be. So the Giants are pissed about that.
This is going to be just as worse as that Ohio State Michigan game from earlier, where both teams are going to be fighting with each other.
This going to get real.
Yes, it will.
That makes it harder to choose.
We have comments here. Eagles by a mile. If the Giants can run the ball, Philly is losing.
But I picked the Eagles. I picked the Eagles.
All right,
but I can care less.
We flying high. We flying high.
So we got two Phillies. Bearman, you going with Philly?
You know what?
Hey.
No.
I hold on. Let me go back. Just because you there, Ricky, I picked the Giants.
You do know I don't root for the Giants, right?
No, but you there.
You saying the fact that you stay in New York?
I know you're root for them.
First off, once again, I will pronounce a team with the New York name who plays in a different state should be involved in a 95-car pileup on the middle of the Jersey Turnpike. Okay? Because if you are a New York team, you should be playing in New York. There is only one true New York team, and that's the Buffalo Bills. They can all kiss my ass for saying it.
Bearman picking the Giants too.
Well, so they fired Jason Garrett.
Are you clapping? Wait. Is everybody clapping for the firing of Jason Garrett? Because that's all he liked to do on the sidelines was clap.
I'm sure Stephen Waldman is. Well, and my question to Mr. Waldman is who's the interim offensive coordinator if they've named one? I haven't.
Freddie Kitchens.
Who actually? I make this a
valid. That's their problem.
Freddie Kitchens is the offensive coordinator.
That is their problem. They pick up all these rejects. Okay?
Actually, no. I do have an argument for that. Okay.
Well, he was a reject in Cleveland.
No, technically he wasn't. The year that he was the temporary or interim head coach, he did actually change Baker Mayfield's career around a little bit. Okay, so I give Kitchens that much credit. When he ran the team for the full season, he was garbage. But in an interim role, he probably will be a better offensive mind than Jason Garrett at this point. The only thing is can he be a little bit more stretchy in the play calling than what Garrett was doing now? Because it looks like Garrett's play calling for the last 4 games was way too conservative.
Well, that's Jason Garrett for you. Conservative, stuck in the 90s mentality.
But let me stop being biased, okay? What I see about New York, though, the Giants, since Daniel Jones got there, none of their players really been fully healthy since the beginning. They was always missing somebody. They never had a healthy starting lineup since Daniel Jones been there. Even before Jason Garrett got there.
Are you going Giants, Bearman?
I'm going to go Giants.
I think, are you picking with your heart or your head?
Both.
Move on, Ricky. Move on.
Let's not forget the fact all these receivers that are coming back for the Giants, right?
I said, you don't got to explain. I understand.
Okay.
Those picks happen from time to time. I understand, Bearman. You don't got to explain.
All right, Playmaker.
This one here goes with my favorite line of all time. Going back to the Marlins, back in the World Series. We have the Carolina Panthers at the Miami Dolphins, 1 o'clock Eastern time on Fox. Panthers are 5-6. Dolphins are 4-7. Who would like to start off with this lovely little?
Now that we talking about it, this is actually a lot harder than what I thought. Because when I was on my app, ESPN app, and just picking the games, I was just going through them, not really paying attention. But now when you actually say it out loud, it's a lot tougher than what I thought it was going to be.
Bearman.
Yes.
We're going to make this pick as simple as possible, okay?
It's not
okay.
simple.
It's not. But I'm going to try.
It's not simple at all.
Cam Newton. Tua Tagovailoa.
Accident versus crybaby. We're going to be.
What?
Well, the Panthers have Christian McCaffrey, right?
He is back.
Now, since he's been back, has McCaffrey been making an impact?
Yes, he has.
Oh, he did last week,
Okay.
even though they lost, but he made an impact.
So it seems to be like the Panthers have the advantage, but the Panthers lost to Washington.
Yep.
But
Now you don't know what Dolphins team you gonna get.
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And the Bucks lost to Washington too. That's what I'm just saying.
I feel like, you know what? Realistically, I gotta go with Carolina.
Ricky, you can go ahead and move on because that's 2 for the Panthers.
I don't know. What did Ronnie have to say over there? He didn't make his pick. He was a little confused.
Oh, I am. I'm totally confused.
He's doing a pick on ESPN right
No,
now.
I did pick, but now I'm thinking about changing.
He's sick of thinking of it now. You know, I guess we do that to people. By the way, Carolina is a 3-point favorite on the road.
I'm gonna stick with Carolina. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm not gonna change it because when I start changing stuff, that's when it get worse. So I'm gonna just stick with Carolina.
All righty, 1 o'clock. I wish this game was on TV. I'll be watching it on the internet. No lie. Titans at Patriots. A game I wish they would have flexed because some of these games are just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I had a question they asked on first take.
The line for this game is the Patriots are a 7-point
Which
favorite
game
at
can bet on the
home.
holidays? Football.
Yes, this is a DTA game.
Oh my gosh. Oh my. So this might be the only pick that y'all gonna get because Ricky's gonna pick the Titans. He's gonna pick the Titans. I'm picking New England, which is as blasphemous as I can get right about now.
Yeah, give me Mac Jones and company.
Bearman's picking the Patriots. Good lord.
Well, Titans have problems, don't they?
Yep. But you know how Ricky is. A game that you can't really depend on like this. He's gonna pick against his team so that his team can win.
John's got the
Well, we
Titans
don't know.
winning. but they're
Ricky will
injury
never
list.
make a pick again.
Yeah, well, not on the air at least. I won't make the picks. Because you shysters like to fucking make money off of me. Prick bastards. I'm waiting for somebody to come through with a payday. Be like, yeah, man, I'll pay you like $300-400 to fucking give me the picks. That's what I'm waiting on. So are we not even talking about this game anymore, or are we just gonna move on?
No.
Well, the Bearman gets
No.
a pay too, Ricky.
No, we just gonna pick New England and leave it at that.
Yeah, just leave it at that.
All right, a semi-throw-up game, another DTA in my opinion. 1 o'clock at EST, Eastern Standard Time.
Oh my
The
gosh.
the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals. This should be somewhat of a decent matchup. Both two teams are currently outside of the playoff picture at this point, with the Steelers at 5-4-1, coming off of the blasphemy tie against the Detroit Lions, and the Bengals off of a decent win. So this should be a very interesting matchup. Who wants to hit this one up?
Is TJ Watt healthy?
Let me see what the report has here. It does not have him listed on this report.
Is Minkah Fitzpatrick on that damn list?
Not that I can see here.
But Joe Hayden's on that list though.
Yes, he is.
God damn.
The
I hate these
Vegas odds have the
Bengals.
Bungles as a 4-point favorite at home.
I hate this game. I really hate this damn game.
It's a really tough pick, man. It really is.
God damn.
You have 300-year-old Ben Roethlisberger. And it's a very young Cincinnati core. So I don't know if you want to take age over beauty at this point.
But you said TJ Watt is not on the list. Minkah
He
Fitzpatrick
is
is not
healthy.
on the list.
He's listed as healthy.
That's the
He's
reason
been limited
why
all week.
that's why I picked the Chargers on Sunday night because they didn't want to go have TJ Watt or Minkah Fitzpatrick. They have both of them back. So, this makes this a little. And then did Cincinnati win in Pittsburgh earlier?
I believe so.
It makes it even more harder because you don't beat your division rival 2 times in a row.
Touche. The Tennessee Titans beat the Colts twice this year.
Yeah, look how long it's been. When you came, but what would you say before that game happened though? Each team has split like the previous 4 seasons.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna say this about this division right here, and I'm gonna say
It's your division.
No, that's why I'm gonna chime in right here, right now. I'm gonna pick the Steelers because of one reason only, and that's because of Mike Tomlin and the history I have with the division. And I'm gonna just go off on a limb here. I just don't see Pittsburgh stand down because sometimes they always start off with drama, and somewhere along the way they'll just sneak back into it, no matter how much crap going on with the Steelers. They found a way to win, and I just don't feel that Cincinnati is going to sweep them. Because if they do, then that era is pretty much over with.
Let me.
And the reason why, but if they do get swept, then I'm being more scared. There's me being a little biased here based off how the history goes on with this team. If they get swept by the Bengals, then I'm scared because they haven't played us not once yet.
Just refresh my memory. There's 7 teams that go in both conference, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so the Cincinnati Bengals have the last spot in the AFC.
And Pittsburgh not that far off.
Right. Nobody's that far off in our division. That's what it's so crazy about.
You want to go ahead and pick Bearman? My head is throbbing.
So if I'm going with all this stuff, I'm going to go with the Steelers because I think they can get swept by the Bengals.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
That was just so easy. I'm going with the Bengals. Really, we have Joe Burrow and that high-flying offense with Joe Mixon running the ball against the old, decrepit quarterback, an injured running back, and a fairly great defense. I don't know. All right, we'll move on. Somebody get me a pillow, a blanket, and a porn for this next game.
Guess the last 1 o'clock game.
Falcons at Jaguars. Falcons 4-6. Jaguars at 2-8. Remember, DTA, because I don't trust this game either.
Shout out to my sister. She'll be going to the game before she head back to Atlanta. That should be fun for her.
I third the John throw up game because this is something that just really sore.
I had a struggle with this game also, but I picked the Jaguars because I just want to see something happen. The Falcons lose. You know how long that 4.5 hour drive gonna be?
Damn.
And she's gonna be in the car just driving. You got to go back to the state or the city. Come to another city to see your team lose, and you're going back home with them. That's gonna be terrible. That's why I picked the Jags.
Ricky probably enjoying this.
It's gonna be a very long ride.
I couldn't even. John just said, "I'm throwing up so much I coughed up a lung. Make it stop." It's horrible, but it's true though. Again, we had so much hope for so many of these teams, and they are just proverbial using a lot of Scott bathroom tissue. All right, so are we unanimously looking at the road team at this?
Unanimously, he picking the Jaguar. What you talking about?
Atlanta's a 2-point favorite on the road. That's how bad this game is.
Yeah, my brother's picking Jacksonville though. It's Bearman
Don't
picking
trust
Atlanta.
anybody. I mean, I feel the same way as John. You know what? To hell with it, Jacksonville. To hell with it.
He picked Jacksonville.
Okay. We talked about rivalries on the show on Wednesday. This is a rivalry game, folks. a battle in the AFC West. 6-4 Chargers at the 5-5 Broncos. Again, a lot of division hypocrisy is being done in this game. I will say this, that the Vegas people are very tickled pink with the spread for this game. They have the Chargers as a 3-point road favorite.
Bearman.
Me first, huh?
Yeah,
Mhm.
got to put you on the spot here.
Put me on the spot. Well, you want to put me over, right?
Yes, I got to put you over a little bit. You
Even
had
though
that
I'm
really
alre-
great. You had that really great Cowboys promo in the beginning. You got to get back up on the.
Well, I'm already a major heel.
Yes, so heal this one out.
Well, the bear man is, but Chargers versus Broncos. Who's the favorite in this one, Ricky?
The Chargers are a 3-point road favorite.
Oh boy, I'm really curious to know how John feels about this game.
John says that he better see his Broncos kick their ass. That's what he said. Quote.
All right. Yeah, this is another one that could actually be a trap game, couldn't it?
Yeah, because both teams are fighting for a division spot.
That they are. You know what? I think the Broncos might put up the fight, but I think Los Angeles is going to escape. It's going to escape the Rocky Mountains with the win.
Boys down in the Sunshine State, it is your turn.
Are you feeling the way? Are you
I
feeling
second that.
We ain't going to get Justin Herbert.
I second that. I'm like, here on. That's my
John's
quarterback.
right. John is right, though. Justin Herbert may be pressured a lot.
He will find a way. I'm sorry, critical part, but he will find a way to get out of there. He will find a way.
He had, again, like I said it on Tuesday when we did the show, that Sunday night game that they had with Pittsburgh, that was a good game. It showed actually that the Chargers had some gumption, even though their defense almost choked it away at the end. But that offense was very, very potent in the second half.
Yo,
And
this
that's the
4
big-
o'clock
that's the
slate is
big key.
ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
This 4 o'clock slate is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Robert, we didn't get to the Seahawks yet, so just hang out and
That's
chill.
the Monday night game, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're working our way there. Okay. I know that this one here is going to have a little bit of heartache for fucking Darnell.
Oh, you got that one, man.
7-3 Rams go up to the frozen tundra of Green Bay for the 8-3 Packers. This one here is the Fox game of the week. It should be a diaper dandy, as I have to quote that famous college announcer.
Diggy V. So, for those of you who didn't listen to Rambo, told him to give you a quick synopsis. 32-18 NFC divisional round. Bearman, you know who won that game by that score?
Wait, say that again. You cut out.
32-18. Who scored 32? Who scored 18?
No, wait. This is your moment, buddy. You tell us.
It was the Green Bay Packers. Offense didn't really do much. Didn't really turn the ball over either. It's just the fact that my defense who was the number one defense going into that game, got torched by Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams and Nolan Lazar. Now, we fast forward. We have Matthew Stafford at the quarterback position. No Cam Akers, but Derrick Henry has filled in admirably. He doesn't need more touches. Green Bay, their defense didn't show up last week because they let Kirk Cousins go off for them for almost 400 yards, correct, Bearman?
Mm-hmm.
And 3 touchdowns. And they lost the game by 3. Now Aaron Rodgers has a toe problem. And he say it's hurt worse than a turf toe.
By the
That should
way,
be interesting.
I will mention that there is one famous ex-head coach who has a big grin because Aaron Rodgers put his foot out there. Rex Ryan, sorry. I had to get it out. He's got
The
a
game-
foot fetish.
The game is at Lambeau Field too.
Yeah. And the kicker is that the Rams are currently at this moment in time a 2-point road favorite. Only 2 points.
Bro.
That don't mean nothing to me.
I'm doing it. You can tell them who I pick.
Oh, he's picking the Packers? Wow! Yes, John, he is drooling about it right now. I saw the meme earlier. It was hilarious.
He's not drooling. His tongue just sweating.
Oh, I can't even get back into the Jets. Let's not do that, please.
Yeah, let's not. About the supposed toe injury, could it be that if he plays through it, it could get worse, though, right?
I just want to openly come out and say this right now. Aaron Rodgers, you're a pussy.
I mean, it's been diagnosed as a fracture, right, Ricky?
Listen, regardless of what it is or not, tape the fucking thing up and play. If your offensive line is as good as they say they are, they should be able to keep Aaron Rodgers upright. However, you got Aaron Donald on the other side.
And Von Miller. And Leonard Floyd.
Rodgers will have to get the ball out in 2.3 seconds every time, or even closer to being under 2.3 to even have a variable shot on this game.
Which means this game is at Lambeau Field.
Which means the Packers are
Is
not
Aaron
going to have
Jones playing?
No, he's not.
No.
He's still out.
No, that's a big difference. Golly,
I'm gonna pick Darnell's team, Los Angeles.
I'm gonna go with the Rams also.
Darnell, did you pick Green Bay?
You want to tell them who I picked?
He picked the Green Bay Packers. He told dude.
Rex Ryan's going to be sitting in the front row at the 50-yard line with a bag with a box of Kleenex.
Oh, whatever.
Wow.
Whatever you saying, yes.
You. Is that Lambeau Field? What you
Yes,
want me
it's
to
at
do?
Lambeau.
What you want me to do? Is that Lambeau Field? What you want me to do?
Okay. Another game where Jekyll and Hyde may appear.
This is the other North versus West matchup.
Yes. This is the 5-5 Vikings at the 5-5 49ers. Where's Mr. Jason Rodriguez when you need him? This one here is another, quote, diaper dandy with the San Francisco 49ers, a 4-point home favorite.
The 49ers are get back to being the 49ers. The problem is Kirk Cousins figure out I can throw the ball to Justin Jefferson in big games.
Yeah, but the problem is he can't keep keying on Justin Jefferson the entire game. That's the problem.
No, his favorite target is Adam Thielen. So even Thielen gonna get his targets.
John's got the 49ers over the Vikings, but DTA.
The 49ers are trying to make that run. I hate it so much.
How many DTAs have we put on this week's game so far?
A lot.
Then them every other game.
Now that December is about to hit us, I think from now on, almost every game is probably going to be DTA.
Niners.
San Fran.
Wow, that's true. Darnell making it the hat trick?
I hate this game.
I don't.
John says we're up to 6.
I hate the fact all of this is on the 49ers. I got to feel Minnesota's going to win now.
But you got to look at what's been going on. See, the thing with the Niners, people jumped off their bandwagon because of what happened last year, but they had the most injuries and the most COVID cases throughout anybody last year, and they were still fighting hard. Now, everybody healthy. The 49ers are pretty doing good.
Even Rob's got the Vikings winning.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, Rob, you are more than welcome to comment, even more than what you are, because this is a show done by fans for the fans, and we love all of the interaction. So, And John says that one of my friends that he does the game picks with has 10 picks that they disagreed with.
So somebody gonna be in the league for sure.
Wow. 4-point favorite home. Darnell's wheels are spinning. Love it. Absolutely love it. I think I am going to, however, for Tuesday's show, get the Jeopardy theme.
I'm going home team.
All right, he's going San Fran. Sunday Night Football. I'm glad we got Ronnie on the show for this one.
Ooh. Where's the wife at?
Don't do that. Do not do that. Don't do that.
This is a
Go call her then.
No, I'm not
battle.
gonna call
Oh,
her.
no, she go right there. She just happened to pop up when we started talking about Cleveland.
Who's talking about me?
And the whole entire
Ain't
podcast.
nobody talking about me.
Now, don't do this right now. This not for the podcast. That's for me and you and me at home. Okay? That's a whole nother podcast on its own.
Sunday Night Football.
The Cleveland Browns, the Turd Burglars, on the road at Maryland. Baltimore Ravens, Cleveland Browns. This one, my friends, actually may be a good game, hopefully. I'm really just hoping that both teams don't shit the bed. They have
Is Lamar playing?
Yeah, he got cleared.
Lamar got cleared.
He got cleared. But Ricky, you see this young lady right here? This is my wife right here.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why we just got real hot for a second, because she's a Cleveland fan and I'm a Ravens fan. So you know how that household go. So
Oh boy.
yeah, oh boy.
I just go to mention this, and I hope she's listening, okay? I will, well, I don't have one yet, but I don't have a Cleveland Browns jersey yet. I'm working on it. And I am the collector of jerseys. I will try to sport something of the winning team in tribute to whoever wins in the household on Tuesday night's show.
So you're saying the winner?
See, you kind of make me upset, Ricky, because you don't never make me that upset at all. By you saying that,
I will either have.
So what you're saying is, whoever wins this game,
I will put
that
up
team you're wearing on Tuesday's show. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, I don't have a Browns jersey yet. However, this is the deal I'll make, okay? Because I love the family, and I do it in tribute of the family, okay? I will either A, have a Ravens background behind me or a Browns background behind me.
okay, that'll work. That'll
Okay?
work.
That is the
That'll
deal
work.
I will make, okay?
That will work.
Because I love the family, even though I
Wait.
have not really ever
As soon as you
talked
said
to the
you was gonna
wifey.
buy, that's why I had to try.
Well, okay. So this is my deal, okay? I have been collecting jerseys since the early 2000s. There are 5 NFL teams that I do not have a jersey of, and the Browns just happens to be one of them. So just know that. I don't have a Browns jersey yet. I don't know if I'm
You
going to get
did say Lamar clear, right?
I'm not getting
Last
a
time
Willie
I
McGinnis
read.
jersey.
Last time I read.
Baltimore.
McGinnis should be a Patriots jersey, not a Browns jersey.
I'm picking Baltimore. Lamar's healthy. I'm picking Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Ooh. Is it unanimous Baltimore with the wifey out of the room?
Yeah, it's ironic. We both pick Baltimore.
Yeah, I actually do have a Seahawks jersey.
Hey man, get to this last game.
Okay.
This game that should not be on Monday Night Football.
This is why games should be flexed earlier in the year. The 3-7 Seahawks at the 4-6 Washington football team. In my lovely rally, I call them what the fuck instead of WFT. This game here is probably going to be another one where you get me a blanket, a pillow, a porn, and maybe a small cappuccino to soothe the pain. The Washington football team, a 1-point favorite at home.
I'm working, so
I'm working myself, so it doesn't matter.
no, I'm working Monday night, so
What a game to end out the week. Washington and Seattle.
I have no. I just picked just went with it. I don't know what's going on with Seattle. I really don't. That was my shock of the year.
I believe me, there's a lot of shocks this year. Trust me on that.
At this point, I think this is the beginning of the end of the Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson.
The last hurrah.
Whoa. And based off what I've been seeing this year, I'm gonna go with the Washington no-name team.
They should just be Washington, and that's it. Not the WFT. God damn it. Bearman, what do you got? We need a little bit of some Bearman analysis for this game.
Well, obviously, I wish Seattle would win this game, but with everything going on, I just don't know.
What are those probability and win percentages?
Well, hold on. I lost that video. There we go.
It's
Here
okay.
it is.
We didn't need the video.
No, it's okay. I got it. Just give me a few seconds.
Oh, man.
Here we go. Well, the cover the cover probability. Okay, you know, according to this, I swear they actually have win probability 52% Seattle, but they also have Seattle covering. And they have
Ooh.
yeah. So from what I'm seeing from the NFL.com, Seattle wins 25-22. Well, Russell Wilson has the two weapons, the receivers, Metcalf and the other.
You don't have a running back.
Huh?
You don't have a running back.
They don't have a running back. That's for when Washington has the running back.
Stephen Waldman posts a question. Is Pete Carroll the new Giants head coach next year?
Maybe.
You know what this is what I see for Pete Carroll next year. A cane. And it's got one of those little squeezy horns on the top of it.
Oh my God.
Okay. And what's that famous place that everybody goes for the buffet? The country place? I can't remember the name of the place. It's fucking horrible.
Golden Corral?
Yes, Golden Corral. He's got one of those canes with the horn on it, and he's sitting in one of those Golden Corral rocking chairs. Retirement.
Oh my
That's where
God.
Pete Carroll should be.
I'd rather watch Undertaker and Goldberg fight than watch this game.
I would rather watch paint dry and frogs fucking than watch this game.
Now you tripping with the Undertaker Goldberg.
Did you not see that? Did you not see that match?
It was terrible.
Exactly.
The match where Goldberg didn't he like knock himself out or something
He
like
knocked his
that?
own self out.
Like he like missed a spear and then he hit
I don't
his
watch
head on the
that. I
chair.
don't watch that. I don't watch this.
I mean, I wouldn't. Based off my history watching wrestling, that was terrible.
Well, you know, that's WWE today now. It's god awful.
This may be worse than the Montreal Screwjob.
I don't watch that before I watch it.
No, that was fun. Even though it was bad, it was messed up, but it was fun.
So while we're sitting here trying to figure out,
You know what? To hell with it. Go give me Seattle. To hell with it. I don't care. Just give me Seattle.
That's the way I feel. That's the way I feel too, Beer Man. But I just picked Washington.
I mean, Seattle doesn't have the running game, but Seattle has like the receivers. There's Metcalf and who's the other dude again?
Lockett.
Lockett.
all right, I will make this pick on the air, okay? Because I have to ask the question. This is the Cardinal question. This probably will decide how we really even want to pay attention to this game. Which team has the hottest cheerleaders? The Seahawks or Washington?
Do we
if I
even
could
notice
sit
the
there-
cheerleaders? Do we even notice the cheerleaders for both teams?
Because if we
No.
could, if we could
No.
just sit there and watch the TNA during the game, that'll be make me the happiest, and I could care less.
Oh my God, Rick.
I'm serious. Like I'd rather be watching the cheerleaders than the fucking than the game itself.
I mean, probably, but
I will pull a Rex Ryan and I'll really bring wipes with me.
I don't know because I don't watch the cheerleaders like that. The only ones I do watch, and Bear Man, you appreciate this, the Cowboys cheerleaders.
yeah.
That's the only thing I do like about Dallas.
Okay,
I love
so
their cheerleaders.
see, this is why I like the fan interaction. John says Washington hides their cheerleaders, and this is a home game, by the way, so that's pretty bad. But Robert says the Seagulls are pretty hot.
Oh, that's what they call? Oh, the Seagulls. I like that
Mhm.
name.
That is a pretty awesome name.
Yeah, it's a great name.
I'm gonna have to check this out. I don't know. I'm gonna go check it out off the air now. I might have to see this. I might put it up on the screen too. Who knows?
If you don't make a pick,
You got to make a pick. Come on, make a pick.
you said
did,
you was
I
gonna make a
did.
pick.
I'm gonna probably I'm gonna trust Robert on this, but then I'm gonna double check it after we get off. Wow, that
You
that
picking
just really
Seattle?
sound wrong. I think I'm actually gonna go with the Seahawks. John, that's bad, man. I have to listen. As a
This is what I
fan
do.
of as a fan of football, a lot of people in the market pick games by how hot the cheerleaders are. I've heard this. And they usually win. I mean, Dallas cheerleaders are fucking off the chain. And I've taken a few pictures with the Patriots cheerleaders and grabbed an ass while I was at it. So,
And that was a true theory, then Dallas would be playing great every year.
the cheerleaders are hot. Sorry. It's a little off the topic, but that's the only other way I really could pick this game. We need like a cheerleader cam during the game. All right, so are we all in agreements with Seattle?
No, I'm a lone wolf.
Oh, he's going the what the fuck? I mean, WFT.
No, you said it right the first time.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, it has to be properly pronounced on the show. All right, so that's our recap and picks for the week. We have any final comments for the viewers and listeners of the show?
Bro, you the guest, so you go ahead.
Oh, I keep it short and sweet because my wife just did the clock watch on me, so I got to get up out of here. Just good to be on again. I always love to be on with you guys. Great atmosphere, and let's just get ready for some football tomorrow. And none of that, Ricky, Bearman. I ain't got to say nothing to you because I'm right next to you. I'm out. I am out. You guys enjoy the rest of your holidays, and then we'll be talking soon.
Yes, my
Oh, yeah.
brother. All right, Darnell.
The Sallins brothers.
Based on what's been going on today, next Wednesday show is gonna be very fun there, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, college football. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, there's definitely something we'll have to talk about, and that does involve my alma mater.
It's
I'm sure
getting
you saw the-
very interesting.
Sure, you saw the result of that game.
No, I didn't see the result of the game, but I will be seeing it at some point in time.
I can send it to you.
No, you don't gotta send it to me.
Well, I've already shared it on Facebook, so you might see it.
So yeah, next Wednesday's gonna be interesting. Tuesday definitely gonna be interesting as Ricky threw that little bet in there for Sunday Night Football. That should be fun.
I'm already prepping. Already
So-
prepping.
Next week, don't miss out.
Okay, so the Seattle cheerleaders have nice asses but no boobs.
Who said that?
I'm looking right now.
Ugh.
They got tiny titties. Sorry.
Yo, we supposed to be ending the show.
Yeah, I know, but I had to get that out there. All right. So, Bearman, you got any finals?
Well, just a reminder Dallas that I'm sticking to it. Dallas is not winning the NFC East. And if
Okay.
they do, then you guys know what needs to be done.
All right, so that's it for this lovely week's show. Be on the lookout for an announcement on Monday. I'm giving it a 48-hour window to make this decision of what I'm going to do. This show will be back on Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks to everybody that jumped in and listened. Robert, John, Stephen Waldman, Dimitri. I know we had a whole bunch of people in here that were commenting. If you haven't found us yet on any of the audio, we are currently on iHeart, Spotify, Amazon, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, and more. It's like 18 different platforms that we're on. So if you haven't caught this live, you can listen to the audio version, which is outstanding. Till the Tuesday show. We'll catch you guys later. Hey, did you like that show? Like, share, follow, subscribe. Share out our shows to all of your social media. Need merchandise? Check out paintrainpipebomb.threadless.com for quality merchandise at great prices. Tune in next time for another edition of ArchRivals Football, and we'll catch you on the flip side.